silver premiums are experiencing a slow death. In some instances, some silver is being bought under melt and even sold for melt or under melt, dealer to dealer. One of the main reasons, I'll show you. Over here on Kitco, I'm looking at 1 month of silver and looking at the swings and the pullbacks. We're talking June 20th, which was a couple weeks ago. It was at 38.29. Then it drops all the way down in a few days to 28.75. So if you're buying silver in this pullback, then you're going to have more in it than you did before. You're going to have more in it here than what you paid for it, what it's worth, if you bought it here versus here. So that pretty much annuls premiums. Now we've got a huge bull. Now it's starting to come back down a little bit, but it's still at 31, but it was 31. I think it's 50 something, 40 something there at the close Friday. And now it's down, 50 cents. That's a lot. A lot of times 50 cents, 30 cents, 65 cents, that's the profit for a lot of dealers, especially the ones that are selling millions of dollars of this. So premiums are pretty much, finished for generics, 90% as far as paying for it. Because we were paying $1 over. We were paying, $1 or so over for silver rounds, generics and bars. And then we were paying, $3, $4 over on silver eagles. It's hard to do any of that right now because it's so volatile. When you've got swings like that of a couple dollars or $2.50, $2.30, it's very difficult to buy it. You never know what it's going to be worth tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at some silver that really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether this silver's 31, 32. This is going to have a premium on it. So this is 2021 NEUA $2 Hogwarts Crest, Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. Obviously Harry Potter. These coins help this country. It's part of their economy, and they have to deal with the Perth Mint. Coins like this, these coins, they're up on the website right now. If you're interested in purchasing any of these, we have some others we're going to talk about here. We have some others we're going to show as we talk. Here's another Harry Potter. This is Gryffindor Crest, Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. This is in a huge holder. That's a big old honking monster holder. A lot of these are. And there's the reverse. I talked about silver a long time ago. I was talking about what if it jumped to 100? And, I was kind of exaggerating because it's never going to just jump to 100. We had COVID and it actually dropped and then went back up. Premiums shot up. But the thing is what people don't realize is that even swings of $2 scare the market. And you can say what you want to say. You can make all the claims you want. Everybody is a little leery of this market. You can talk to people at SD Bullion. You can talk to people at coin shows, dealers, the larger bullion dealers. When your profit is only a few cents, 50 cents or 65 cents dealer to dealer, and selling millions of dollars worth, thousands of ounces, then you can lose your profit. Sometimes, and if the demand's not up, people see it dramatically rising, and people see the swings and it jumps up, the demand goes down because they stop buying for a minute. They want to wait till it gets on the lows and buy the lows, because right now it's not causing a great demand when silver's like it is. And that's something that dealers have to think about. You have to consider it. I know I have to consider it. It's not about hedging. You can't hedge yourself when it's like this. It's just too difficult. You can buy your paper and you can cost average, do all the things that you need to do, but it's still very difficult to navigate the silver waters right now. And I'm telling you, it is, even for large dealers, not just small dealers. There's a Joker mask, first release, MS70 antique. These, the other one was the Batman, of course. These are really cool. This is, like I said, antique. That's just decent. I like that. And Star Wars, got a couple of those. This is Han Solo and Carbonine. I think that's what it says. Carbonite. MS70. It's antiqued as well. It's kind of cool. These are all different shaped coins. Well, with these coins, you don't have to worry about the silver. I mean, they're made of silver, but they're collector's items just because of what they're made of. And they help a country earn some revenue. I think it's kind of cool how they got the setup. I kind of want to not worry about silver myself. I don't want to worry about the premiums and all that, but I can tell you, as far as paying melt, probably not going to happen. Not right now. Not if I know it's going to change and be $28. If I pay you $30 today and then in 3 days, 4 days before I can sell it all, which is typical, it's going to be worth $28. Then you can't. It's not safe because you're going to lose $2, and I'm not making. You're lucky if you make $3 or 2 something an ounce whenever I credit card fees. I think one of the things that I tell people that when they buy from me, we don't charge credit card fees or a sales tax. So that helps on the price wise. That helps us be able to offer it at a decent price, but make us competitive. But then trying to be competitive in buying is a different story. We were at one time. I mean, I was happy to pay over melt. I mean, it was consistently in the 18 to 20 some, and it wasn't swinging and jumping around. And you kind of predict that at a certain time, it was probably going to go down a little bit. But not now. It's different now. It's being manipulated heavily. A lot of pullbacks and then surges. We're just talking risk management here for a business. I'm just giving you guys an insight of what I'm thinking. It's not a complaint. It's not trying to justify ripping people off or anything like that. We're just talking here. It'd be no different with any coin. If key dates were like this, let's say like 16Ds, 1909s, VDBs, 1928 and 21 peace dollars, 1893 S Morgan dollars, you name it. Any of the key dates were volatile like this, up and down, up and down. Can you imagine what it'd be like? I mean, I could pay $2,000 one week for a 93S, and then next week it's worth $1,800. I mean, you see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm getting at. It's just risk management. Any coin that could potentially go down in 5 days or go down in a couple weeks, and you might have it and might be hanging on to it for a little while, waiting for it to go up, and it doesn't. You can have a lot of money tied up in stuff that you can't really get any profit out of if you don't buy correctly and you don't use risk management to buy. I call it that. That's what I call it anyhow. It's not justifying ripping people off. I tell people beforehand, you can ask them. People should need to put reviews on Google for me and say, look, I was completely upfront, transparent, honest. I might not be able to pay you what you want for it. I might not be able to pay you the silver of it. I'll make an offer. If you think it's fair enough, then we can make a deal. But why take it personal? If a dealer's not paying you what you want, go to a dealer until you find somebody who does. If you can't sell it to a dealer for what you want, sell it to the public. I mean, it's not a problem with me. I don't have a problem with that at all. Just sitting here, just kind of talking, showing you a few coins. That's what this is all about. So if you don't care about premiums, you don't care about the silver, my recommendation is to buy, Morgans and peace dollars, the nice ones, the good ones. Buy stuff like this. Honestly, I think stuff like this can get the youth involved. I know that it's a little bit expensive for some of this, but I mean, if you can find something that they really love, like the grandson, he's not interested in coins. He likes to mess with them a little bit. He comes in the coin shop, but he likes the Wolverine, and I can get him interested in the Wolverine coin. Maybe it'll spark a little interest when he gets older, and he'll get into, buying stuff like this and get away from worrying about the silver. I know a lot of people like to stack, and a lot of people talk a lot about fiat currency and how paper money's going. We're going to have coins and all this stuff. It's just not true. It's going to be worth something. We might have a reset. I mean, the future, you never know what's going to happen. But when we're talking about looking ahead, none of us have a crystal ball. And you can use all the scenarios with AI, artificial intelligence you want, and you're still going to come up with the same similar predictions, and they may come true and they may not. Eventually, someone's going to be right. Duff beer. That's funny. Duff. 2019 Tuvalu. Reverse proof. A reverse proof. How is that a reverse proof? I guess on the other side, yeah. That's weird. One side's just colorized, and they're calling it a reverse proof. Oh, well. But anyways, I wanted to take a look. I wanted to talk about the silver a little bit and show you a few things. It's kind of hard for me to explain myself when it comes to this because I feel bad not being able to pay spot for silver. I want to pay over spot for silver. I think that you should be able to pay a little bit over. But dealers, I mean, when I see them selling, I can buy off of other dealers for melt, sometimes a little bit back. I know one dealer said he had 500 face of 90%, and he only sold half of it, and he was selling it for melt or less and didn't sell all of it. Then you have another dealer, or the larger dealers, like I'll buy from Heritage, I'll buy from mainly Heritage, sometimes Pinehurst. It depends if they put it in our groups, in our dealer network that they're selling it. We're talking anywhere from 45 cents to 65 cents over. So they're making, pennies on the dollar when they're selling to dealers, and they're selling obviously thousands of ounces to make it worth it. And who knows, maybe in the millions, I would say. They always putting out their emails all the time. And I was ordering it. I'm not even ordering silver from them anymore. I don't have anybody coming in asking for it like they were. I sold, I don't know how many thousands of ounces last year, and to almost 3 or 4 different people. When they see it go up like this, they just kind of pull back and wait, see what it's going to do. And when you don't have the demand, you can't pay rocket prices. I mean, you can't do it. And it's changed, and I'm rolling with the punches. I'm, maneuvering and navigating, trying to be as fair as possible. Like this stuff here, obviously, I can pay a premium for it. I'll pay a premium for, premium stuff that actually goes for a premium still. But I'll tell you right now, if I put rounds up on the site or bars, generic, and I put them at, let's say, $33 because it's at $31 or $34, and then in 5 days, I'm going to have to drop the price a couple of dollars if it goes back down to 28. So it's one of those things where it's up and down. I'm not complaining. Don't take me wrong there. We're just talking about the market, talking about the inside of a dealer's head. Someone who makes a living at it, who thinks about it all the time. What are we supposed to do with silver? What are we supposed to do right now? And someone walks in the coin shop, and you got to look at silver to see where it's at so you can sell it for a decent price and not overcharge a guy because it actually dropped 50 cents during the day or $1. And it happens. You just never know. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video. If you're interested in any of these, they're on the website. We have some other things to put up as well that have all these characters and superheroes. If there's something you're interested in, send us an email, portsmouthcoinshop@gmail.com, and you can ask us if we have something, because more than likely we do. There is a local dealer who has a bunch of this and he's trying to sell it, but it's just hard to sell it whenever the premiums on these things are so high and people expect that high premium. But we can make a deal, do a little bit of trading. I'm sure I could get it for you. We'll just have to see. But anyway, if you're interested, portsmouthcoinshop.com is where this is listed. So please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.